I'm sorry. I try my best, but this is just one of those nights for me. I try to follow my therapist advice, that when those intrusive images, you know, those thoughts get into my mind, to focus on the good side, try to see the positive of life, things like look forward to, do grounding techniques like focusing on my surroundings, but that just makes it worse. I'm 1 hour and a half out, maybe a little more than that, from having to enter my shift. And I'm worried that this is going to be the same thing when night arrives from this day, and I have to sleep again and face this, because I try to ignore it as much as I can, but this part of my mind keeps telling me that it's going to happen, that as much as I try to explain myself that there's no way all those things I'm imagining are gonna happen, there's always this part that says, but what if they do? And the worst part is that, I would just deal with it and keep attempting to go back to sleep. But the thing is, when I overthink of something too much, something that gets to frighten me, it I mean it almost it gets into my dreams, and then it becomes much worse, because then I develop this paranoia of sleeping, because several times I don't know, I don't even say that I prefer the tiredness and all the problems that, a broken sleep schedule can cause me. I just need to find a way to deal with it. Right now, my only alternative is to hope that my body tires itself out and just forces forces itself to sleep, because that's right now the only real alternative that I have. Wait. This is just one of those nights. Honestly, there's nothing really I can do about it. Because, for people who don't know, for personal reasons, I was taking off medications for this, because they my psychiatrist realized that they weren't helping me, so I really need to, you know, I know it looks like I'm really going through a horrible thing, but the truth is that I'm actually doing a great job at containing it, because you have no idea how horrible my panic or anxiety attacks or whatever can spiral out of control. So yeah, I just resigned myself that this is one of those nights. I'll just remind myself that this is one of those nights where I didn't do it. After a clean streak of 7 days, everything going well with my life, not having this issue for 7 days. And this happens because each time I think that I am finally, recovering from it, that I finally found an MO that works for me. Sometimes these things happen for no reason. It's almost it's almost like my brain does it to torture me because it's fun to them. I don't know where this comes from. I know the logical part of my side tells me that nothing bad is going to happen to me. That I, you know, that there's no reason, that there's no way. But I don't know why this part of my mind keeps doing this to me. Oh my god, I can't stand those sounds outside because they just make me think even worse. I'll just, I think I'll give up for now. I'll just wait until my time to enter work starts. And I maybe I'll see if my body can sleep in the afternoon when it doesn't register dangers that could haunt me, because that's all I can do. I think it's passing, but I'm not sure. Please leave me alone. The worst part is that I wish for this to, to tire me out enough so that maybe that will make me go to sleep, and it will make me dream good things. Will make me let me, really rest like I've been doing all this time, like I want to keep doing. I really don't understand how these panic attacks come and go in waves. That's how it happens to me. And I try to shake these ideas off my head because I know that if I do it, I will only make them worse. But okay. I think I'll just deal with the aftermath right now. I think the worst part already passed, so I'll see what I can do now. And meanwhile, I will just, pull over in my day and, hope that this gets sorted out once I manage to relax a bit and doing better. I'm getting another one, and I'm really not liking this one. I'm really trying to suppress it, but it gets too hard. I tried every single method that my therapist recommended. I tried watching, things that make me laugh, things that make me happy, things that, I don't know, things that might cause me some good feelings, to make me forget, to make me try to pull away from whatever scares me, and all of those things that cause me to react like this, because I'm mainly reacting out of frustration because of this, because of all of this. I feel like I managed to de-escalate a bit the panic attack that I just suffer, because usually these ones are actually really calm. I on the other hand, it's really hard to capture the actual ugly ones. And I'm trying to, on top of what I'm going through right now, not to let my anxiety for the future spiral even further, in the sense that I know if I do, I mean, the worries of what this will mean for the future of myself, or me theorizing that it's going to affect my life, and that it's going to, leave like really bad sequels, like it's going to lead me to one of those even worse episodes, that the thing where you have a problem, and dealing with that problem causes another 10 problems to you, so you have to create other, I don't know, 3 problems for each one that you solve, and this is how it goes on and on, until one day you snap, and depending on what comes of that snap thing, depending on what comes of it, you either manage to pull yourself out of it and recover some balance in your life until the next episode comes. So I'm really trying to work through that. I'm going to call, if not my therapist, if they can see me, or like even have a small consult with me right on the moment. Maybe look for another one of my resources online. I try to give myself as much grace as I can, saying this is not the end of the world. This has a solution. No, not again, not again. Oh, wait. I mentioned before, I try to give myself as much grace as I can. Say this is not the end of the world, you will do it, but I haven't really doing well, like generally in my objectives, in the things that I put my mind to, that I dedicated a lot of time into accomplishing. So I don't know, that feels a little very demoralizing, but specifically validates that fear. So I am going to try to work through that. And I don't know if my therapist sees this video. Cheers, I guess. At least I managed to capture one of these, and if someone else happens to stumble in this video that, is not on my group of friends, or well, someone who just happens to see it, then I don't know. I hope I can at least give you the message that, this is something that plagues plagues us if you share and have this same issue. So it does help to know that, you're not alone, and that there is hope where beyond all of this. So this is why I created my channel with that name. So so to give myself hope, to keep fighting this. So I mean, it kind of helps a bit just venting out your issues. So at least I guess that's something.